During my work in the audiovisual field, I have had the opportunity to share with actors in different countries. So today, from the beautiful city of Istanbul, Turkey, I have the pleasure of bringing you Jerrod Weston, an American actor who has participated in films such as The Misfits, in Turkish productions such as Akif, and many more projects. I am Frank Rod, and I invite you to enjoy this talk full of inspiration and valuable information.
The only other things I know of is some coffee shops.
Let's see this place.
Well, it's gonna be big, and their menu is gigantic, so you can get just about anything you want.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Burası İstanbul. Name?
Frank.
Frank buraya gelmiş bizim ziyaretimize geldi.
Teşekkürler.
This is an interesting little thing. I have a what do you call it? One of those little gimbals from those guys. The from the phone, yeah. My GoPro broke, and because when we go on vacation, my wife and I, we travel quite a bit too. I thought, oh, you know what? I'll just carry around this gimbal and I'll just use my phone. I won't buy a new GoPro. But I realized that you can't set the damn thing down. So like it's not very convenient. So I don't use it at all. Basically, just a waste.
Ok, estoy con mi amigo Jerrod, estamos en un restaurante, vamos a comernos algo y yo principalmente estoy hambriento, él se va a tomar un café.
Hola.
So, where are you from?
I am from Seattle in the United States.
Seattle.
Yep. I've been an actor for 3 years. You know, minus the pandemic pause.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, about 3 years. So my background has nothing to do with acting.
Okay.
My wife actually was in a bunch of stuff, and her agent actually asked me if I wanted to do some, and I said no. Then, yeah, I'll try to be kind of quick. So we met a friend. So before this, we lived in Beijing, and then we met a friend there. She does like documentaries and stuff like that, and she came out here to visit. And I told her that I had been an extra in a movie. A friend of mine had gotten me talked into it, and they put me. I was on camera now, so I was telling her the story.
Okay.
And her mind started rolling. I didn't realize that she was a casting director, and she lives in Abu Dhabi. And then there was a big Hollywood film that came, and she insisted that I come out and audition for a role in this movie. And I was like, nah.
It's Hollywood movie, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was with Pierce Brosnan and Nick Cannon and Tim Roth. Hi, buddy. I don't have any food yet. Anyway, so I auditioned for it, got the parts, and I was like, well, that's cool. And when I got back here, I went to an agency and I said, hey, do you have movies and stuff? I may as well try this. Okay. And they said, yeah, why don't you audition for this horror movie called I Mania? And I auditioned for that, and I got the part, and I was like, wow. I was like, this is really easy. I can just audition and get movies. So I was like, all right.
Okay.
And I thought I was like really good.
So
it's just lucky, I think. And
yeah, that's great. I know the movie was in Abu Dhabi, but I was thinking they did some shots here in Istanbul.
Nope, none of it.
Right.
I think it was shot primarily in Los Angeles and in Abu Dhabi.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of unfortunately, I don't love that one because I did 5 days of filming, and everything was cut. I was super, super, super excited about it for 2 years. I was excited for that movie to come out.
Yeah.
Because it's the first one I did.
But it's really good curriculum for being your first one.
Yeah. But at the same time, you're like, I was expecting it to be more. I told everybody to go and watch it. I made a big deal out of it. And then, so for anybody who wants to be an actor out there, that's the tragedy of it, is that you get cut.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, sugar is here anyway. Okay. Thank you so much. What do you have here?
Oh.
Americano.
In America, we just call it a coffee.
Y yo aquí tengo un té y me dieron un dulcito y una galleta y limón.
It's a TV series.
Series.
For Dubai TV.
Right.
So I didn't know this until I was in this one. But across the Middle East and North Africa,
all right,
they make these 30-part miniseries every year. They make them, and they run for Ramadan. So they it starts on the first day of Ramadan, and every day there's a new episode. And basically, it's not what I've been told. Now I don't know this for sure. Is that people will kind of each night when they are breaking their fast, they'll turn on a show, kind of decide if they like it. Then the next day they'll watch a different one. Next day they'll watch a different one. And then if they like it, then they'll go into syndication, and they'll find those shows and watch them later on throughout the year. Right. So it's kind of like the Ramadan is either people watch the whole series, or it's kind of like advertising so that people will watch it later. So there's a gazillion of these apparently. I didn't realize how much of this content is getting made, and because it's so inexpensive now to film here, because you have access to enough expatriates, you have enough access to good production talent, that they're starting to the Middle East is starting to film a bunch of these here. And so now I'm actually in another one right now. It's not going to be a Ramadan one, but I'm in another TV series now too. That's basically primarily Arabic. So it's a whole interesting world that I didn't know kind of existed, and there's a million of these platforms out there that we just have no idea what they are.
It's hard.
But it sounds like though you guys are creating your own luck. So I know people always say, "Oh, you're so lucky to be able to do this and that," but you guys are actually going out and creating luck by going places and filming it. I mean, even just this is like creating your own luck, right? Just having a conversation with somebody and being unafraid to go out and put yourself out there and try it. It's I mean, you guys are doing a good job of doing that, creating your own content, doing videos, doing music, doing like your short series. Well, I'm also writing scripts, and so that's kind of because when you're an actor, you have a lot of extra time. I'm also trying to find ways to get involved in more productions and basically keep myself trying to, much like you, trying to create my own luck by talking to as many people as I can, writing as much as I can. Any job that people want, I'm trying to do. I'm even translating Turkish scripts into English. I know. So here's the thing. I know enough Turkish to. I don't actually know how to translate it. What I do though is I understand how to write a script. I know how to copy edit, and I understand enough Turkish to get where the problems are. So basically, what I do is I just drop the script into Google Translate, and then I go through and I localize it, and I turn it all into what a Western speaker's script would look like, what an English speaker's script would look like, and what it would sound like. And because if it was going to be exact, it wouldn't make any sense anyway. You would never, a Native American speaker would never, or a Native English speaker would never say, "Hey, bro," we just don't say that, or we wouldn't say, "Oh dear, it's okay." We just don't. These are things we just don't say. So I know to change little nuances like that, so it sounds more natural to a to a Western audience. No.
You're a freelancer.
I'm freelancing that, doing voice work also, the epic voices Genghis Khan traveled all across China, and his forces moved down south, and that kind of. Cartoons are harder because my voice doesn't sound enough like a child. I can do some child characters. I can't do the really little characters. You almost always need a woman for that. I've been here 4 years. I've only been acting for 3. And so I've only been in this world for 3 years. Before this, so in China, I helped launch a tea company. So yeah, I did tea for 4.5 years, something like that. And we also do kombucha and stuff. So we started a premium tea country. We sell tea in China, and I loved that. It was a really cool. Getting a chance to do your own stuff and being your own, creating your own, taking a vision and turning it into reality as an entrepreneur is exciting, even though it really wasn't 100% mine. I was a minority partner. But I got to basically build the structure of the business, and that was super fun. And then before that, in the United States, I ran retail stores, which I thought was super fun, but now in retrospect, it was a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. And so, yeah, now here, I actually have a hard time. I have a really hard time having too much time. I'm used to working all day, every single day, and I would prefer to be doing something kind of always if it was really up to me.
Wow, me too.
So I find the hardest thing about being an actor is all the time that you're not acting. It's really that's a challenge.
Yeah.
My wife is is a TV news presenter.
Oh,
So so the reason why we moved to China was for my wife's job, and so then I had to reinvent myself in China,
all right.
and then she got an opportunity here, and so then we moved to Turkey, and so I had to reinvent myself again, and that's the reason why I've had kind of 3 different careers, I guess.
Create your own luck. I think that's the most important phrase from today's talk. And always try to make your way wherever you go. Remember to subscribe and activate all notifications. I'm Frank Rod, and I'll be waiting for you in this other video. Click here.